today's video, we are deep cleaning my kitchen from top to bottom. You're going to be seeing some grossness coming off the tops of these kitchen cabinets. If you're new here, my husband and I just bought this house in April, and I have been battling these kitchen cabinets for so long. I finally found the winning combination. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to show you the whole process, what tools I use to get all of this thick grease off the top of my kitchen cabinets. This is about 15 years of grease built up on here, and also the exhaust fan was put in backwards, so instead of sucking the grease outside, it was just releasing the grease right back into the kitchen. So I'm going to be cleaning this kitchen from top to bottom. I'm deep cleaning my oven as well, so hopefully this will motivate you to tackle your kitchen before the holidays. The holidays are coming up. Like, before we know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I know we all want to get our house in tip-top shape before everyone comes over for the holidays.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just want to go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
I'm going to be using this liquid TSP to clean. So you need 8 ounces of this, which is a cup of this per gallon of water. So there is 4 cups in a quart, and there are 4 quarts to a gallon. So I'm going to put the hot water in this bowl, and then the cup of this in there as well, and then get to cleaning.
Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new.
So I am using several things to tackle and break through this grease that is on the tops of my cabinets. I am using my bubble up brush from Grove Collaborative. I am using my my cast iron brush from Grove Collaborative. I will link it in the description box below if you're interested. They deliver cleaning supplies and cleaning accessories right to your door. I am also using this dish wand full of Dawn dish soap so I can help break through the grease as well. I did spray some of my Method degreaser up there, as well as the TSP cleaner. All of that combined, with our powers combined, it really did help break up the grease that was on the tops of these cabinets. These were the worst ones. The ones over by my refrigerator weren't as bad, but these are the ones that really soaked up the most of the grease. And don't worry about those wires. We are going to be replacing all of that. Those are just the cap plates that are inside my cabinets. They're not connected to electricity right now, so don't worry about the water getting on them. It's not really a big deal. We are replacing all of that. But I just didn't feel like taking my Ray Dunn out of the cabinets and doing all that stuff to just rewire it. But right now, I am just working on getting everything. I debated getting my Dyson up there to vacuum up that stuff, but that stuff was so greasy. I did not want to put that through my Dyson and like maybe gunk up the filter and everything in there. So I just figured wet it down, scrub it off, and then I can just wipe it up with a paper towel versus vacuuming it all up and gunking up my vacuum.
Guys, this is taking forever. I'm too short, so I'm having to stand on my tiptoes.
This is an utter disaster. I know it's gonna be worth it when I can put my Christmas garland up there. It's gonna be nice and clean. I can do my press and seal and maintain it from this point on. But this is so frustrating, and this is literally my worst nightmare. But let me show you, it looks really good. Can you even believe this was the same cabinet? I cannot even believe it. I'm so happy. So like, again, this is what color it's showing. This is what color it is. So I have this corner cabinet, and then there's nothing, and this little teeny cabinet, there's nothing there, and then I have that little cabinet over there to do on this side, and then of course I have that side to do. So I'm just gonna get back to work, and you guys will get to see this done in 10 times. Also remembered that I had my detail brush. This thing is a beast. It is so good for scrubbing up any kind of gunk. I use this type of brush from Grove Collaborative as well to scrub my entire tile floors and get in the grout lines and everything. This thing is amazing if you want to do a detail clean. It is tougher than a toothbrush. I know a lot of people just get the toothbrush, but they bend and they just aren't very good. These detail brushes from Grove Collaborative like last forever, and they are amazing and hardworking, and I absolutely love them. As I mentioned before, after I get all of these cabinets cleaned, I am going to be ended up painting the tops of these white to better reflect the light. Right now they're really coming off brown and orange when I have my lights on up there, but I'm going to be painting them white, and then I'm going to be lining the tops of my cabinets with press and seal, just the clear press and seal. I've also used wax paper previously, and that saves the tops of your cabinets. They collect all the dust, the grease, the whatever is up there, and then you just intermittently change the paper instead of having to do what I'm doing right now, which is scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing the tops of the cabinets. I did this in my previous home. I think I used wax paper because that's what I had on hand, but it works the same. You just change out the wax paper or the press and seal or the saran wrap or like whatever you want to put up there, newspapers, anything you want to put up there to protect the tops of your cabinets, and it will save you so much elbow grease.
Never worry, 'cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see, 'cause I can feel the energy.
I said, this side was not nearly as bad as the side closer to the stove and the exhaust fan. I am using my crud cutter also up here, and I use the crud cutter to clean the face of my cabinets. I'm prepping these cabinets for paint. I'm super excited. I'm finally going to be painting them white. They are a creamy off-white color, which isn't like horrible, but it's the grease that bothers me. I cannot get them to feel clean and look clean. So I figured I'm just going to strip them down and paint them and start fresh and maintain them so that they can be easier to clean down the line. It's going to be a lot of work, but this deep clean of the kitchen is definitely the first step into making that happen.
My dear friend, you know I give in. Been waiting so long to feel it. All of these years I've been listening. Are you all so numb? Do you still pretend? We felt the sunshine, we found the gold. We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating, we have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts, is it all lost? We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast.
I cannot believe how good these cabinets look now. It's clean, it feels clean, it looks clean. I can't believe how light that wood is on top of the cabinets. I thought it was like a medium brown color, but when I started scrubbing, it was that like light oak color, and it just makes me feel so good to finally have that done and to finally figure out what I needed to use to get through and cut through all of that grease.
We could go on, but we should know better. We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast. We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast.
It felt so good not to have to be climbing up on that ladder or standing on my tiptoes to reach to the top of the cabinets. So I wanted to wipe down the counters before moving on to the bottom cabinets. The bottom cabinets aren't nearly as greasy as the tops were as well, and but I just wanted to wipe off the counters because my feet were on there, and that's just gross.
Beat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine a little tonight. Let's get
usually use the method degreaser to scrub down any grease or food, and I usually try and clean this once a day, usually around lunchtime, because it's had about 3 meals by that time, so it's time to get it clean, and it's cooled down enough that I can clean it, because at night after I'm done cooking, I just want to sit down. I don't want to clean it up, and you have to wait for everything to cool down. The grates are really hot. It takes a while for them to get cool to the touch. And then breakfast time, I'm trying to get the kids ready to go upstairs and learn for Zoom. So after lunch is the perfect time. There's plenty of time to get it all cleaned up. Guys, I do have an oven. Hi, Themey. It is underneath my island. I know it's in a weird spot. Should be here, right? That would make the most sense. But instead, Sammy, excuse you. Instead, it's over here. So what I'm gonna do, actually the controls are locked right now. So this is how it ends up after I do a ton of roasted Brussels sprouts. It just gets everywhere. It's so gross. Then here is the interior, and this oven is brand spanking new. We just got it in, I want to say April. So I am honestly just gonna do a self clean, and then I will wipe up the ashes tomorrow. I always like to use the self clean. I am always home when I use it, and I always allow myself the whole day, like, okay, this is the time that the oven is going to get it to do its self clean, and then I let it cool down. Basically, I'm not using the oven that day for anything because it was so easy to clean up. It gets everything up that we need, and this particular oven, you can leave the grates in the oven while it's self-cleaning. I really like that feature because it just cleans the grates for you. They're coated with some special high heat like coating. I don't know, I really like using the self-clean oven. I know some people are really scared about it or iffy about it, but I never use it when I'm not home or it's just the kids or anything. I'm always there to kind of keep an eye on it and make sure that it's not gonna like heat up my whole house.
Look at me like that. Ay, like you're feeling sorry. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that. Like you're feeling sorry, 'cause you're not feeling sorry. Hey, hey. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that. Like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the soul. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the soul. Devil on, it's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on, it's a devil on your shoulder. Oh, devil on,
Thank you so much for choosing my video to get you motivated today. I hope you are planning on tackling an area in your house that you don't really think of or clean often, like the tops of your cabinets or your oven. I am super excited to start painting these cabinets. I already put a primer coat on one of them, so look forward to that video coming up in the upcoming weeks. It's going to take quite a while because I'm pretty crazy about all the prep work and getting it done correctly, and I want to do things right, so I only want to do things once, so I make sure that I do it right. So hopefully you enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. It really does help out my channel, and I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.